The brutal assault and murder of 5 students by a Mexican cartel shook the country to its core and made international headlines. Prepare yourself, as this account is guaranteed to deeply stir your emotions. In a shocking and incredibly sad series of events, 5 young students, aged 19 to 22, got caught up in a terrible situation in Mexico. They thought they were getting a job in private security, but were tricked by the dangerous Jalisco Nueva Generación, CJNG cartel. These students were full of hope for their future, and they went into town to meet their supposed employers. Unfortunately, this meeting would be the last time anyone saw them alive until a horrifying video surfaced showing their terrible suffering. They were tied up with tape, beaten, stabbed, and, in the end, even beheaded. It was a gruesome and shocking display that shocked people on the internet. According to journalist Carlos Arieta from El Universal, the CJNG cartel had a plan to force these young men to join their criminal group. When these students resisted their terrible offer, their situation turned even worse. These young souls, whose names are now associated with tragedy, were Roberto Olmeda, Diego Lara, Uriel Gavan, Jaime Martinez, and Dante Cedillo, as reported by El País. The loss of these loved ones shattered their families and upset the nation. According to El Universal's report, these call centers that promise high-paying jobs and attractive benefits are nothing more than illusions, cleverly manipulated by the CJNG. They use these seemingly wonderful opportunities to trap unsuspecting young people, exploiting them for their sinister purposes. As the world grapples with the horrifying details of this crime, the Attorney General's office in the Mexican state of Jalisco, known as the Fiscalía del Estado de Jalisco, is actively seeking justice. However, they have not yet confirmed whether the CJNG or the Sinaloa cartel is responsible for this brutal video and the tragic loss of these young lives. El País mentions the ominous Pure MZ mark on the video, attributed to Mayo Zambada, the leader of the Sinaloa cartel, which adds another layer of complexity to this chilling story of deception and violence. On a frightening Wednesday afternoon in the remote wilderness of Mexico's Jalisco state, a deeply disturbing discovery was made. Mexican officials unearthed chilling revelations on an isolated ranch. Within this desolate location, they encountered a shocking sight that was more unsettling than any horror story. Amidst vast open fields lay ominous buildings, their appearance suggesting they had witnessed heinous acts. These abandoned buildings told a chilling tale, marked by bloodstains on the floors, bearing witness to unimaginable suffering. Scattered around were shoes, remnants of the unfortunate victims, now reduced to mere memories. Investigators, their faces etched with unwavering resolve, meticulously combed through this horrifying scene. Within the confines of the structure, an air of unspeakable dread hung heavy. It was here that authorities stumbled upon a horrifying truth. 4 bodies, charred and decapitated, were discovered. The charred bodies were unrecognizable as they laid on the ash-ridden floor. The horror did not end there. In the nearby vicinity, a burned-out vehicle concealed a 5th body, serving as a sad testament to what happened in this desolate building. This group of young men had embarked on a journey to the city of Lagos de Moreno, a place infamous for the cartel violence. Their joyous trip had turned into a nightmare, captured in a haunting photograph that sent shockwaves through the nation. In this grim image, they were knelt, bound by tape, surrounded by merciless gang members. One of their own, driven to madness or submission, was seen committing the unthinkable, bludgeoning and seemingly decapitating a friend. The photograph etched itself into the collective memory, a gruesome reminder of the darkness that lurked. The nation's heartache deepened as it resurrected chilling memories of past horrors. In 2010, the Zetas cartel had forced abducted men to turn against each other, wielding sledgehammers as instruments of death. The echoes of brutality reverberated further as authorities uncovered 48 clandestine graves in 2011, each one concealing the remains of 193 souls. Their skulls bore the ghastly marks of sledgehammer blows, a testament to the depths of cruelty humanity could sink to. As Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador somberly addressed the nation, his words held the weight of a grieving nation. These killings, he described, were very regrettable, yet his words only scratched the surface of the horror. Federal prosecutors, he revealed, were now taking charge, recognizing the involvement of the dreaded drug cartels in this monstrous story. In the grim saga, the very soul of a nation shuddered at the darkness that had resurfaced. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.